Hello, thank you so much for coming to this video today. I really appreciate it. In this video, we're going to be talking about how ADA had the largest percentage increase in total transaction volume on chain in the last year, even greater than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's actually down percent. Doge is down, Algorand is down, Ethereum is down, and Cardano is up in the 90s of percents. It's going to be a good video. We're also going to be talking about Marc Cuban, how he thinks that more people use Doge than Cardano, and quickly he is proven wrong by World Mobile. So we're going to be going into all of those details today. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment down below. We're going to have a giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you stay till the end for the giveaway, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's jump right into it. In the past year and a half, Cardano has blown up in terms of users, in terms of utility. We saw ADA rise from 8 to 15 cents to $3 at its peak in a very short amount of time. And with that came users, it came builders. We saw NFT projects launch on Cardano for the first time. We saw Alonzo bring smart contracts, and with that, many great projects came like Liquid, Meld, Indigo that wanted to build on Cardano because of the peer-reviewed research, because of the extended UTXO, because of Plutus. Millions of wallets were created in that time. However, since then, the price has actually fallen, from $3 down to 50 cents. And with that, what happened? Did we lose users? With most bull markets, as the price goes down, users are often burnt. They felt that they lost money, they no longer believe in the hype, and what happened to Cardano's on-chain data is exciting to me more than anything else in that time. So this is data directly from Kraken, and looking at this data here, you can see the daily on-chain volume on Cardano in a year has increased 268%. Kraken is a centralized exchange that sells ADA, sells Bitcoin, also allows you to buy ADA and Bitcoin and sell it. I like Kraken, personally I use them all the time, but this data to me really shows a lot here. Looking at Bitcoin, it's actually down 18% in year-to-date volume. Ethereum's down 68%, Doge is down 84%, and Algo is down 88%. And this is huge. The reason that it is so huge is because we are in a bear market now. The price of ADA has dropped sometimes at 80%, sometimes more than that. And still, we are seeing day by day more daily on-chain volume than the year before. And that is because Cardano is growing. NFT projects are not stopping. Builders like Liquid Finance, like Indigo, that are waiting on Vasil, they haven't even came yet. Right now, we only have Sunday Swap, Min Swap, and DEXs, and the year-to-date on-chain volume is increasing and increasing and increasing. And as we see Vasil, and as we see more of these projects launch, it will only increase more. And this is the data, in my opinion, we should all be looking at. So moving on to the next part of the video, there's been a bit of a bash between the Cardano community and Marc Cuban. Marc Cuban stated that there's more usage of Doge than there is Cardano, and there's more utility with Doge than there is Cardano, and that statement as its face obviously makes a lot of people angry. But this story was actually, it seems to be good. It's brought a wider audience into Cardano, and Mr. Telecom, the founder of World Mobile, actually had a chat with Marc Cuban telling him what they're building on Cardano. We're going to go into that in just a second, but what is World Mobile? World Mobile is one of the coolest projects building on Cardano, and their goal is very novel to me. Their goal is to bank the unbanked, or to connect the unconnected, because Cardano's goal has always been to bank the unbanked. But how do you do that if billions of people in the world aren't connected to the network that you need to offer these new financial instruments to them? And that is Mr. Telecom's goal with World Mobile, and his name's actually Micky, and that is to connect the unconnected. And they're trying to actually bring connection to those in Africa. And he actually had a talk with Marc Cuban on what they're doing, and let's jump right into that. So in a discussion with Marc Cuban, someone asked him, what about World Mobile token? You're saying that no one is building on Cardano. Well, there's a decentralized telecom protocol that's owned by the citizens who use it, and not large companies that will bring internet to the poorest parts of the world. So then his response to that is, do they have revenue from people actually using the network? If so, how much last month? Helium is a complete network, but they have not been able to generate much revenue yet. There's a real business. Otherwise, why would the tokens be worth anything? So this is where Micky, from World Mobile, the founder, steps in. He says, approximately $3 per month. We currently use fine-tuning sharing economy, and we have 150 nodes up, in East Africa. This is 3x what Helium is making monthly with their 500,000 nodes. Financial services are inbound, which can easily double the ARPU. Let's talk. And then he responds with, which tells me nothing. Doing $6 with 2 customers gives the same. I'm all for success stories. No one starts at the top, but come on. And the story thickens, and this is actually where it starts to get more juicy, and Marc actually comes around. Micky then goes on to post this picture and states, this is for Zanzibar only. And looking at this picture, you can see almost 6,000 unique users in 24 hours, total consumption of 24 hours of 847 gigabytes, and a 95-day uptime. So he reaches back with an article from November and said, would love to see a network map with node types, price to buy the nodes, and connectivity to the node overlay on the map. Some real-time trace routes or IP addresses for everyone would be so informative. Brag about it. So then he responds with more data. We build while other projects promote. I shared a shot of the World Mobile Token scan with real-time data. We finished auctioning network Earth nodes. All 1,000 were acquired. Next is the remote air node ownership. We are now launching our dynamic network with aerostats at 12x lower cost than traditional telecoms. For further info, look into World Mobile Token Scam. Our early next week, our inbox is always open. Much like Helium, having nodes on the network is great, but it doesn't tell me how much generated traffic or how users are using it, or the revenue being generated. Congrats on the auction. Do you need to resell the agreements with the ISPs? Do you plan on using mesh to end users? Curious. No resell agreements required when you are the full MNO plus ISP. So this was kind of a drop the mic moment saying, we are the ISP. Users pay for internet, granted a DID, which is a decentralized identity when users connect to the network, which allows them to access traditional finance and decentralized finance and other VAS. Our dynamic network by default meshes all elements together from the sky to the ground. Whose mesh network protocols and software are using? What percentage of traffic can be exclusively mesh? What throughput are you expecting here? Curious to see how gateways standardize throughputs to the net and what speeds you offer to customers. And I'm sorry for reading through all of this. It's great information, and they say it very well, better than I could say it myself. You're mostly talking about Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi, generally speaking, is short range, high bandwidth. Cellular is long range and lower bandwidth. Our dynamic network supports both. We're using an IAB release 16.3 GPP on the cellular side, and for Wi-Fi, we utilize 802.11s. We support a variety of proprietary vendor mesh protocols. Regarding throughput in Africa, the continent, the backhaul is almost always pinned to fiber, but we are working with low Earth orbit satellite providers like Starlink to integrate satellite backhaul primarily plugged into our aerostats. So I think this is kind of another mic drop moment is, no one's building on Cardano. People use it more than Doge, but yeah, we're working with Starlink to connect the unconnected. This will allow one Starlink connection to be propagated to thousands of users direct to their handset via our network. LTE is a minimum of 72 megabytes per second per sector. Wi-Fi ground stations will support AO2.11x, which is capable of 9.6 gigabits per second, which is obviously a lot. We also cache to avoid international transit where possible. Speeds for end users will allow them to have Zoom, Team, and Meets calls and watch SD videos with ease, which is what people need. I mean, how do you work in today's society? We are not looking to provide the world's fastest internet. We are looking to provide a huge range of coverage for the unconnected half of the planet, considering 3 billion people are still left offline. Even though our network is 12 times cheaper to build than legacy mobile networks, we are limited to the range of pricing by the local regulator in any country we launch. However, by being both an MNO and ISP, we can offset a lot of the cost for the end user. We aim to have half of the price of legacy mobile networks in each country we launch. So halving the price of legacy mobile networks is huge. So this is when Marc starts to come around. Now we are making progress. Thank you. Half the price is a great goal, but not necessarily low enough to reach your goal, nor a no-brainer purchase, which makes an interesting study in network costs, marketing, and whether tokens or blockchain add or hurt the proposition to customers. Customers by default use the blockchain without having to learn how to use it. No need to hold or buy World Mobile Token across the network, but if they can, they get greater benefits and discounts. Token rewards the sharing economy, and World Mobile Token is fuel for the World Mobile Network. That's not the issue. As you know, blockchains evolve, features are added and modified, which may help or hurt your biz. I don't know what the is. There is the additional cost of not having gas fees, but the integration possibly running nodes for supports, dealing with the plus and minus of transparency. And the red flag is how you always have to make the pitch for the token and the mass adoption shit. Always. And the next red flag is that I have not seen actual trial user reports about the experience, which there's a lot of user experience reports. No red flags. You clearly haven't connected to our YouTube writing this. Approximately 30 are unconnected, 20 in Kenya. Aerostats are capable of connecting all of them. So he's talking about connecting literally 50 million people to the internet. I actually did check and noticed about 9 minutes ago, you put up a few user testimonials that you produced. That's smart. You're welcome. So he did post those user testimonials. We'll have those in the link down below. I'm not questioning your goals here. It's smart to get users subsidized through your airnodes, less complexity for you. And I get that the World Mobile popped up for the econ stakeholders are better. But hence, he referenced the Helium token. Very briefly, I'm going to tell you about the Rare Bloom. The Rare Bloom is the largest Cardano event ever hosted by the community. For the community, we have over 40 plus projects already signed up for the event. We've got IOG, we've got DC Spark, we've got Charles himself, Ben Gortzel, SingularityNet, MinSwap, and many of the great builders that you've seen out there in the community. And we're all going to be in one place for 2 days in Denver, Colorado on the 14th and 15th. And this event's going to provide education, networking. There's going to be booths. It's a full expo center. It's a beautiful resort, which I can show you right here. And within this, there's going to be speakers. There's going to be a lot of valuable content, and you can actually purchase your hotel rooms right now, and you can also purchase your tickets in USD or ADA. And you actually get an NFT with the purchase of every ticket, and then an additional NFT from one of our partner projects like Claymates, like Mycelial Gallery, and Ben Gortzel, and many more. So thank you. But yeah, I mean, that's really the whole story there. You actually had, Micky from World Mobile telling Marc Cuban, he's huge in the space. He's had issues with, scams and hacks, but he does seem like a smart guy. I think he's just been pointed in the wrong direction. And I think that this, interaction here was huge for the community as a whole. I think it brought in more eyes to Cardano, and it showed that there are people building here that actually care about the world and that are building things for the world that will improve, the lives of people, and they're using the Cardano network just to do that. So in my eyes, this was a very exciting and enlightening story for Marc Cuban, and I really look forward to what comes of this. I think Marc Cuban is actually going to open his eyes to Cardano and see that people are building real utility for the world on Cardano. So that was the video today. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you comment Zanzibar down below and also join the Discord server. That will enter you into the ADA giveaway. Once you join the server, fill out the CAPTCHA and then go to the giveaway tab and react with the confetti symbol. We're going to be giving away some ADA. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you comment what you think. Do you think that this was good for Cardano, or do you think it's more negativity? Sometimes good light, or any light is good light, and I think this actually turned into a good story. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much. Love you as always. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Goodbye.